So I want to talk about two things right now. First thing I want to talk about is aggressive hand fighting and purposeful hand fighting. The second thing I want to talk about are snap downs. So when you go into your match, everyone's got a different stance, and you have to take into account how tall they are, how they're standing, what they're doing, into what you want to do. So depending if they're taller or if they're lower than you, you either want to bring them up or bring them down. So if you're taller than your opponent, let's pretend James is extra short, he scoots all the way down. If you're taller than your opponent, you don't want him underneath you getting onto your legs. So your idea might be getting underhooks, getting underneath him and lifting him up to your height. The second that you lift him up, he's going to be standing nice and tall and nice and straight, even if you're bent over, and you'll have a better chance at wrestling him at the same level. If they're nice and tall, you might want to bring them down to your level. Get them all the way down, okay? So take into account how they're standing, what your strengths are as well. Are you better at snapping them down, bringing them up? Do you have long arms? These all take into account. But take into account what they're doing, okay? So snap down, okay? Very simple. We didn't do it a lot. Anytime that your opponent is too low is underneath your head level. If they're too low, you should try and get them all the way to the mat. Okay, so if James is extra low on me, I don't want to snap him down as hard as I possibly can. It doesn't have to be done with the right hand, but it has to be done with one hand at a time. I cannot put both hands behind the head and pull it. So I do either the left or the right. Feel free not to leave your hand on the neck. Sometimes what I do is I put the hand on his back, and I use that extra space to really pull him down and get some speed, okay? But when you do it, put as much of your strength and your weight into it as you can, okay? If you do it properly, he should be falling down. So what you need to do is you need to get your legs out of the way. If I just snap down and stay where I am, he's right in on my legs, okay? So as you're snapping down, you have to step back, okay? So I'm in on his head, especially with that front foot. I take a big step back. Okay? As soon as I do that, the first thing I do is I put my shoulder through his back. I snap him down and he stays up, he's strong. I put my shoulder right in the middle of his back. I put as much weight as I can in him. And my right hand, or whatever shoulder I put through his back, that same hand goes to the chin. Okay? We have to control his head. We have to keep that head underneath us. We don't want it coming into our armpit. Okay? If we're not there, we can turn the corner and he'll get points. Okay, so we have to control that head. He's low, we snap him down, step back, put our shoulder in. The other hand is typically on the elbow trying to control it. Okay, from there, we know our turnarounds, the ways to get the back. That's where we'll use them from. Try and get them as flat as possible. If I get James underneath me and I'm here, but he's still on his feet, that's not good enough. Okay, I want him all the way down. I'm going to keep going, until he's as flat as I can possibly make him. And then I'll take my turn. Opposably, if he resists so hard that his legs stay really close to you, why not just take it? Okay, my shoulder's in, I can let go of the elbow, grab the leg, and just turn him over. It's not any specific move. But he's got no defense to it, he doesn't even see it coming. So, that was when to do a snap down, when not, how to use your balance, okay? Remember, putting your shoulder right through the back and get your legs out of the way, okay? Good.